Hey friends and family, this is SP News Nuggets, and today you guys, we're going to talk about the cupcake case. Yes, here I come again. We're going to talk about what happened when Derick Brown, or you want to call her Contessa, whatever. We're going to talk about what was said and what wasn't said. You guys, we got a little clip from the reporters, so I'm going to drop that nugget. Here we go.
In Birmingham today, capital murder charges against Derick Brown, one of the suspects charged in connection to the death of Camille Cupcake McKinney, have been bound over to a grand jury. CBS 42 News reporter Jesslyn Adams was in the courtroom as the new details emerged. Jesslyn, what can you tell us?
Conan, Judge Clyde Jones made his final remarks saying that Camille Cupcake McKinney was abducted, forced to take drugs, sexually assaulted by one or both Derick Brown and Patrick Stallworth, and one or both of them acted in killing her. Now, Detective Jonathan Ross took the witness stand, saying statements and video evidence suggest Brown and Stallworth were working together. He even says they approached one group of young women where Brown allegedly told one of the girls they were looking for someone who looked like her. Now, Brown's defense attorney suggested that she did not take part in the abduction or murder of Cupcake. They pointed at DNA evidence from the FBI's report that suggests Stallworth's DNA was underneath Cupcake's fingernails, but say Brown's was not. Still, Detective Ross says that Brown admits to being with Stallworth the entirety of the day that Cupcake went missing, and the state argues that Brown was equally involved. Judge Jones took the state's side on this. They bound those capital murder charges over to a grand jury. Now, from what we know, Patrick Stallworth and Derick Brown will both be facing capital murder charges in connection with Cupcake's death, and we have full details from both preliminary hearings that happened this week.
So, okay, family. So we're going to talk a little bit about Derick and what was said in her case, because her case, what she's saying and what Patrick is saying is two different things. Derick is actually saying that she did not know nothing about this child. She didn't have nothing to do with taking this baby. She just don't know. Only thing that they said in court was that she walked in after making a sandwich and saw him making her do some godly things to him sexually. Anyway, so that is her story, which his story contradicts what her story is. His story is that he's seen them sitting on the couch watching TV together. She took out some barrettes or whatever. She probably did do some of that. I think they're both telling some truth on both of the stories. I think because he was seen standing outside smoking a cigarette. Now, she wasn't seen standing outside smoking a cigarette. So I think after he got done doing what he wanted to do, he went on outside and let her do what she wanted to do. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that Derick's story is true, or do you think Patrick's story is true? But I did notice something. So the investigator that was on the stand, you guys, he never looked up. He was nervous, and I've never seen an investigator that did all the reports on it. He wouldn't look at nobody. He looked down. He looked nervous, and we never seen the white of his eyes. Now, that makes me kind of nervous, because is he going to get in there and tell the whole truth on each side instead of, maybe he's scared for some reason, but he seems to be very nervous. I want you guys to go back. If you've got to go back 2 or 3 times and watch this video, go back 2 or 3 times, watch it. He looks very nervous, like somebody has told him something and he really don't want to get up there on that stand. Now, when it came to the judge gave Derick the side eye. He looked at her, and I am going to slow that down so you guys can see. When he looked at her like she was a hot mess. He was upset. She was trying to put the blame on Patrick, and Patrick has already tried to put the blame on her. Remember, you guys, they said that they was not going to separate the case. Well, guess what? They have separated the case. So we're going to hear Patrick's side first, and then we're going to hear Derick's side after that. And they say the reason why they're going to separate the case, to be honest with you, it's a good thing for the people that's trying to defend themselves. It's a bad thing for the person, which is the plaintiff, which would be Cupcake and Cupcake's parents, to get justice. Because when you've got one person saying he did it, she did it, he did it, she did it, now you got the juries that's going to come in there, and it's going to be a questionable of who did what. So, like I said, some of the truth to be out there. Now, I'm not saying they're going to get off. I'm just saying the sentence may not be so as big as it need to be. That's what I'm trying to say. I think they're going to be both found guilty. That's just my opinion. I don't know about how y'all feel about it, but I believe that they both it's going to be found guilty because they both have some indication of being involved or being around this little girl. Their DNA is there. You know, Cupcake had Patrick's DNA underneath their fingernails. He's got a scratch on his torso. So they're going to find that they both was in the presence of Cupcake, but who's going to get the death penalty and who's going to get the, prison in life? Because Derick's not going to step out of jail again. She's too dangerous. She's dangerous. And I said this once and I say it again. If she done this to somebody else's child and she's got 6 kids. Now, we don't know for sure she got 6. Her sister, her supposed to be sister, let me put it like that because we don't know. We don't know if that's her real sister. But she called in and said she had 5 and she don't know if she had 6. But someone else says she does have 6. Someone else said that she used to put her kids in the dryer for punishment. And I'm saying a person that does things like this, they don't need to have kids. And we also found out that she's supposed to be allegedly pregnant again with twins. So, they're not going to have no way of knowing that. She does look a little bigger to me, but we never seen her before other than her getting walked out when she was at Woodside Apartments and all that took place. But we were so far away that she still could have been that size. But it seems like, she seems like she's a big girl. Before I used to thought she was just kind of little stubby, just a little bit overweight. But other than that, I didn't think she was huge. And I see her now, and she's a big woman. She's a big woman. So we're gonna follow this case, you guys, and we're gonna talk about it live at 5 p.m. Central Time tonight. So I want you all to join us in the chat room. Come in with your boots on, because we're going to get deep into it. I'm going to let you guys talk about what's going on in your feelings. Talk about what your opinions are about this case. It is a hot mess, but I do want to see justice for Cupcake, and that's all I want out of this case. Other than that, you guys, I see you guys live at 5 p.m. Central Time this evening. Make sure you join the channel if you have not, and we will welcome you in. And let us know if you're new in the house. Bye. Be good, you guys, and be safe. And be nice to each other. Bye.